Oh, hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Ryan. Welcome back to Spiritfarer. It's the Spiritfarer finale, part 1 of 2 or 3 or 4. I don't know. We're approaching the end of the game, and I just am excited to see what it has to offer here at the end. In the last stream of Spiritfarer, yeah, you could say hi YouTube if you'd like. In the last Spiritfarer stream, we had more conversations with Jackie, more conversations with Daria. Stanley wants to throw a play, and we're going to help Stanley invite people to a play. We built, I think, some of the last buildings that our ship will hold. We chased down some of the last resources we need, like pine and all that. And we completed, I think, all 3 of Elena's list of things for us to do. We also visited a couple memories with Lily at the Oxbury Shrine. Or, sorry, at some of the different shrines. Yeah. I think I missed a stream last week. We'll have to catch up later. I think it was like Tuesday or Monday or Tuesday, Monami. You can always check in case you didn't know. The VODs channel. I'm sure Monami knows, but for those who maybe don't, we have a channel where you can watch the VODs of streams shortly after they happen. Yeah. That's basically where we're at in Spiritfarer. I have my notebook here. I have a list of things I'd still like to get done. It is currently thunderstorming outside here in Indiana. My very anxious dog is sitting here right beside me, doing his very best to be a calm boy. And we're going to play some Spiritfarer and chat. And you know, etc. Oh, good tidings. Hello. I'm supposed to shop with you, Francis, to look for an instrument for Daria. Something with like crystal masts and metal something or other. Yeah. Hi, Ms. Jizzy BB. How's it going? Young lady, how I appreciate your visits. Always some treasure for old Francis here. What have you brought for my admiration today? Nothing? You're looking for something? From my collection? How very queer. Well then, let's hear it. An instrument. My instrument collection is immense, dear. You'll have to be more precise. A delicate schooner with masts of crystal and sails of warped steel. I have a good memory. I kind of called that. Not really, but a little bit, right? How very poetic and intriguing. Very well, let me think. Haha. Yes, I do have one such instrument. I wonder what instrument it's going to be. A delicate schooner. Masts of crystal. Although I do not know its name, I figured it was quite rare. I wouldn't normally part with such a prized find. To tell you the truth, it's become quite bothersome to ferry around. Its glass rods are delicate and fragile. I need to clear a wide berth around it, just to make sure it doesn't break. Imagine what wonders I could tightly pack in the space it currently occupies. I'll give the instrument to you, not for free. This here raft is no charity. Consult the available errands. What is it? Strange instrument. Interesting. Interesting. Oh my god, the rainy vibes in the game right now are matching the rainy vibes IRL. Is it sunny or sunny, rainy? What's the weather like where you are today, guys? It's such a nasty rainy day. Storms. It's such a spring stormy day here. It's rainy for Tony. Hi, IT-Pot. Sunny and 77. Weird. Okay, we need 2 steel sheets. We're gonna do that now before anything else happens. 2 steel sheets. Can I make steel right now? I can. Let's go. 74 and overcast. I love when I ask what the weather is, and then the people who also live in Indiana, the people who live in Indiana / live in Ohio are like, yeah, same. Like, oh yeah, good point. All right, there's one. IT-Bot says sunny for once. I already read that. Oops. Bright but cloudy up in Minnesota. I think it's supposed to be relatively warm this whole week here. We have, shoot. I literally just got a text message about it. We're going to have a fence installed at our house. And we've been hoping that the weather would... God, I sound like my parents. We've been hoping that the weather would hold out. And it doesn't look like it's going to. What happened to me, chat? Where did the years go? How did I turn into my parents? I didn't do it on purpose. I feel like it happened accidentally. We own the strange instrument. The best boys are going to be so excited to have a fenced-in yard. They're going to be so freaking stoked. So freaking stoked. All right, we have that. We need to invite our friends to give you a hug. To Stanley's play, but it's currently sleepy time. We'll do that in the morning. Did you have a baby on the way? You're evolving? I'm evolving. That's a good way. Hey, you know what? I appreciate the evolving. I appreciate that. Rather than devolving or degrading or or decomposing or was it walkies only for the dogs up till now? Nah, the dog. We have like a we have a backyard that the dogs can be let out in, but how do I talk about all this without giving too much doxing or giving so much information? We live in a place where like people walk. Like we live in a neighborhood where people walk a lot, and right by us is a pretty popular place for the people to walk. So tons of people walk their dogs right past our house. And when they do, I can't see anyone on this boat. Where are you guys? Wake up. When they do, is it because it's raining? When they do, our dogs bark at them, and they have like an electric fence, electric collars that keep them in the yard. But, or at least they're supposed to. But they still kind of like lose their minds at people walking outside. They also... Oh, we're currently at Overbrook. I actually wanted to go to Oxbury. But that's okay. We can do Daria's thing right now. Kingsley, actually. Very good boy, Kingsley. Oh my god, he's looking at me and his tongue is hanging out of his mouth. He's so excited by other dogs walking by that at one point he just he ran right through the electric fence and ran up to a dog and started smelling them and etc. And that was a sketchy thing to have happen. No one was hurt. Kingsley is a nice dog. He didn't attack, but he did or hurt anybody. But he did run right through the electric fence, which was not ideal. He's so friendly. I think he scared the owner of the other dog a lot too. He barks so loud, but he's very nice, but still. Strange instrument assembled from long glass rods and steel resonators. Daria asked for one. Oh, is that? Yes, the instrument from my dream. How oddly familiar. How comforting. So long story short, ever since then, we let Kingsley out in the yard by keeping him on a leash, which is fine. But like when baby gets here, it's gonna be too many things to try and do. And we would if we had to, but if we get a fence, maybe they'll enjoy their time outside more. We can let them out there for longer. Yeah, that's the idea. Does he still get stuck on the pole? Yes. We let him out on the leash, retractable leash. He walks out into the yard rather than walk directly straight back. He walks to the side around this like pole that holds up some lights, some patio lights. Then he walks towards us, aka it's pulling him backwards, but he's looking at me, and he sits there and he's so confused. And he's like, Dad, every single time the yard traps me. No, Kingsley, you dumbass. You wrapped yourself around a pole. He's a good boy. He's just a little dumb. So. How oddly familiar. How comforting. I think, Stella, that I once knew how to play it. My memories are hazy. Or rather, my memories are too many. And I know better than to trust them. So many lifetimes, far too many to fit in this tiny life of mine. Oh, Daria with the poetry already. But this instrument, I know it, I'm sure of it. Thank you for the gift. Here is payment for your services. Leave me alone now. I have some practicing to do. And when you come back, perhaps I'll play for you. I love the way they name these requests. I almost never... I don't always know exactly what is being referenced, which I kind of like. When I lived in New York, we lived close to a school, so we had people walking outside all day long. My dog always looked out the window, monitoring everything. They got to keep an eye on things. They got to protect you. Yeah, I think it'll be a really good fit, but it is like, you know, it's one more expense, right? And like thing to manage right before. It'll be nice once baby is here to not have to deal with it, but we had an urchin. That's new, I think. It'll be like a lot of peace of mind, but... And we're lucky we can, like, you know, afford to make it happen and all that, but... we need to go to Oxbury. That's where we're going to go. Hi, Ann. How's it going? I saw the TikTok about the animal shelter who put the kennels at an angle and made them soundproof so they would not see or hear other dogs to help with their stress. It made me cry. Aw, what? I've not seen this. WTH. What the hell? I told you to not talk with Dara. Why give her a instrument? Our instrument. Have I told you guys about my high school cross country coach? He texted with a phone that's like one of the like what was it called? T9 texting, where you have to like hit one like 3 times to get to the letter C. My coach did not know how to put a space. This is when texting was brand new because I'm old again. Did not know how to put a space between words, and so instead he used the plus sign. So it would be like, hey plus Ryan plus, it's plus, your plus, coach plus, redacted plus. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. No one told him. We all just loved it. I got really fast at that kind of texting. Oh. I'll never forget my grandma. One time I was over at my grandma's for like Christmas, and I was T9 texting someone back, and she was like, I am amazed at how you know how to do that. I wasn't allowed to have a smartphone in high school, so I had to text that way. Yeah. I mean, I really, really, really wanted the Envy so that I could have the full sideways keyboard, but instead I had a phone that was not the Envy. So I had to T9 text. Instrument. What the hell is your problem? Jackie, you're my problem. What's your deal? Get your ass here. No! Fuck off. ASAP. As soon as possible. The incident. What was the incident? Jackie, I know you like want best for people, but like you really stress me out. And I don't know how to feel about you as a person. We're going to go to Oxbury and we're going to ignore you for a little bit. Oxbury here? No. Loneburg. Where the fuck was Oxbury? Green Halton Bay? Oxbury! Did I check all these? No, these are all... Okay, am I crazy? Is Oxbury down here? Oxbury's right there. Well, damn. I could have gone faster the other way. Oh, well. All right. I still miss my BlackBerry Curve. Best keyboard ever. I will say the tactile... I'm a little bit nostalgic for the tactile feeling of actually pressing buttons to text. It was nice. A touchscreen is fantastic, obviously. Touchscreens are so good right now. I a little bit miss the tactility of pressing buttons. I don't miss T9. Having to hit... Oh my god. We spent so much... I mean, sure, I'm sure it wasn't that much time, but we spent a lot of time. Hey, you guys, I need you to come to Stanley's play. Hey, come back. Buck, come back. Come back, Buck. Ah! Come back. Also, you're hungry, I think. You are lactose intolerant and you dislike fruit, but you do like comfort food. Can I give you some comfort food? Are we out of popcorn? Shit. Cornbread? Praise be Halor. Oh, God, what's my voice? Dear Commander, praise be Halor. These comfort delicacies bring tears to my eyes and pounds to my belly. Sounds fun. I love to play. No, that's not what I asked, but okay, well, all right. Elena, where are you? Elena. Stanley's here. I need to tell everybody else first before we go. That's Bucks. Where's Elena's house at? It's this tiny one right here. Feed me now. That's not your voice. You like healthy food. All right. Take some fucking healthy food. I will always be eating healthy. I have one memory I particularly cherish. It was one day after a particularly rowdy gym class that came back to my room, fuming with hormones and desperation. What? One of my first years on the job. Shaping the minds of the youth, they told me. Anyway, I couldn't control any of them. They wouldn't keep still for a second. I wasn't shaping anything that day. I snapped. I started screaming. It was the only thing those monsters could understand. Were you a PE teacher? I remember wanting the LG Envy so badly. That was such a long time ago. My dad had a pink Razor when those were all the rage. Was it the one that flipped up? That one? The other day I saw a touchscreen TV remote. Enough. Give us back the buttons. I want buttons. I want buttons. I miss when everyone had a different phone. I don't miss the social status of that. But because... I don't miss the social status of everybody having a different phone because I had a prepaid phone that could not text and had a fucking mirror on the front.
Ask if they texted with plus signs instead of spaces.
Elena, did you text with plus signs instead of spaces? No, my coach was a good person. Elena is not. I'm kidding. That is funny though. I had a flip phone that was prepaid that cost 10 cents per text message, and it had a mirror on the front of it. It was the cheapest thing I've ever seen. It was the only thing those monsters could understand. I told them truths that would only reveal themselves later in their lives. When you lose a parent, when you lose your best friend, when you lose your job, when you start to really crumble from the inside. After an episode like that, I should have learned a lesson. I didn't. So you went full depressed 40-year-old on a room full of 6th graders or something? I didn't. I vowed to focus on talent and excellence. I vowed to never let go again and steeled my resolve. Hey, do you want to come to a play? You still need to give me one of those valuables. I know. Okay, I'll give you the valuable. I think I'm going to give you the coins. I want to know more about my marriage ring, so I'm going to give you a coin. These are apparently from my brother. That must have been hard. Such is life. You live. You lose. Were you expecting something in return? I will let you have some time for yourself now, student. Will you come to the play? That was a good show out there. I'm thinking things over. Keep it up. Play. My role here might be done. Play. I'll have an answer for you soon. Yeah, you don't want to come to Stanley's play, which is probably good because I feel like you might break Stanley's goddamn heart. Who else is on the ship? We have Stanley, Elena, and Buck. Is that it? Jackie and Daria are at the place. We should probably go there. It's gonna be me, Stanley, and fucking Buck. Oh no. I guess I should talk to you, Stanley. Okay, let's do it. I didn't do a very good job recruiting people for your play. Julia says social status still exists. I never hear the end of the Samsung slander. It's true. It's true. I was so jealous of people with cool ringtones. Remember the ringtones? Oh my god. I'm in love with the stripper. She rockin', she rollin', she rollin'. As that might not have been the cool ringtone you were thinking of, but as a 14-year-old man in rural Indiana, I can confirm that the coolest ringtone to have in the year 17 years ago would have been 2007 was I'm in love with the stripper. Yeah. I was adamant that I wanted my phone to be separate from my iPod. Why would I want to carry two devices? Big hat. Girly, I've got a great idea. Now that you've found some volunteers. Okay. Kingsley's being a little weird. I'm getting nervous. You all right, buddy? Is the Xanax hitting hard? Now that you found some volunteers, we just need to find a place for the play. I was thinking that big city, Oxbury. All those lights, all those buildings. It'll be awesome. Okay. Well, good news. We're here. Everything points to Oxbury, apparently. It's nighttime, so let's go to the shrine. Sorry, hold up. Everybody pause. My first cell phone was a red Qualcomm 1960 thin phone. One of these except red? This right here? Except it's not showing up, but it's not showing up as red. Yes, exactly. Hell yeah. Did it have any games on it? Remember when games on phones were new? Brand new? Did you play Snake on it? Snake on the old Nokia used to go really hard. It's true. Hey, Big Hat! I'm so excited! This is going to be the best! Are you ready to watch my play? I'm ready, Stanley. I'm not sure that I am ready, but I'm ready. You ready? There is a girl with a big hat. She's tall. Oh, new music. She's tall. She runs around everywhere. She does everything. There's this big gate. It's huge. It's shiny. Where is it anyway? That girlie knows. Because when you're ready, she takes you. Then you leave with her. It's long. Everyone else is sad. Then, boom! Big lights and a big rumble. Explosion. Wind. Dust. Smoke everywhere. Everything is quiet for a second. Then we don't get to see our friend again. That's when the real pain starts. Oh no, Stanley on grief. Oh my god. That's when the real pain starts. The end. Thank you for coming. Are we going to get a firework? Please give us a firework. Is that the explosion in the sky that you're talking about? Stanley, you special, special boy. Five stars. I'm going to review it for the New Yorker. Stanley's new one-act play in Oxbury is a tour de force. 11 out of 10, no notes. Ta-da! That was amazing, right? I'm sure everyone liked it. Please, Stella, go and ask around. But wait. Don't flat out ask about it. Don't make it too obvious. Be cool, big hat. The reviews are in. We are going to get reviews. Oh, my God. I can't wait to see what Elena thinks. We shouldn't have invited Elena. All right, now it's actually sleepy time, so let's go into Oxbury and see Lily. I'm so excited to see. Excited is the wrong word. I mean, I'm very interested to see how they bring Stanley. We're in a weird spot on the boat right now. Can I just be honest with you? We're in a very weird spot on the boat. On the boat, we have Buck, who I love with every inch of my heart, and I don't know what Buck's final departure is going to look like. I have some thoughts. I think it might be a little bit about imagination versus your real life. Maybe that's my thought. Maybe it'll be about adventure instead. I'm not sure. We have Elena, who makes me very nervous. I trust this game to bring us home in every way, in all the ways that means. But Elena makes me nervous. I think hers might be a pretty sad and depressing goodbye, but maybe not. We have Stanley, who also makes me nervous in the exact opposite way. Stanley is the light of the ship right now. Stanley is a force to be reckoned with on the world, a force of joy and weird delight. But also, what is Stanley's goodbye going to look like? And then we have Jackie and Daria. Daria, in my reading, so mentally ill or so suffering as to be basically seeing a different world than we are. And that's hard. And then Jackie, who is like doing a good job, but maybe not doing it well. Like doing a good for the world, but I'm really starting to doubt. I've been doubting how he's doing it, how they're doing it. The boat's in a weird place. The boat's in a weird place. At least we have these memories with Lily every time. Hi, Jab. How's it going? How much have I missed? We just did Stanley's one-act play. We spoke a little bit with Elena, and that's about it. That's your first Montreal apartment, isn't it? When you moved out of the house to the big city. My big sister's striking out on her own. That place was such a dump. Sorry, sis. It was. You could decorate it all you wanted. It would always smell whatever your neighbors were cooking. And you could hear them yelling at each other. Your rent was probably so cheap. Plus, you were all alone. No roommates. Not quite alone. You had Daffodil. Speaking of which, I'm still mad at you for taking the family cat. Daffodil was the family cat, and then we walked out with it. I don't remember us talking that much during that time. You were busy with work. I was still in high school, not paying much attention. I don't think we had much in common. Except death, maybe. Is this going to be about their brother? Dad. For me, after Dad, I had to do something about it. I wonder what happened to their brother. I was trying to shut it out, but it kept coming anyways. I don't know how you can deal with it constantly. Working at the hospital with people at the end of their lives. Around you all the time. Helping those people who are suffering in front of your eyes. There was Summer. Cool. So we worked at a hospital. There was Summer, who struggled with cancer. It did not go quick. That cancer stayed inside her and took its time. I love that this Stella's narrative at the end of this game, told by someone else, told by Lily, is such a clean, nice way to take all of the question marks about the characters that we've already met and how they know us and like their metaphorical relation to us. You know, Summer's a snake, we meet her in the afterlife, etc. But like, what was the real life, human to human contact that we had in real life? We were the nurse. We were in a hospital working as she suffered and did not go quick. It even gave her some hope, but it came back harsher. Mom was devastated. It's probably for the best that Rose wasn't around to see it. Rose was so kind-spirited and fragile. Losing her dear Summer would have broken her heart. I remember going to Summer's house with Mom, all those plants and heat. It was like a sauna. She said something about the body being like all living things, especially plants. I remember being mad and sweating a lot. And there were the friends you made along the way. So this should be, who? Is that Gustav and who? That's Giovanni and Astrid right there. Oh, wow. My bad. Now I've gotten Giovanni and Gustav confused twice. I used to brag about being a Zune user to all my iPod friends. Wow, what a history. I'll never forget getting an iPod Touch for the first time and downloading the lighter app where you could like flick it open and it would be a lighter, and then you could flick it closed and it would be a shut lighter. And that was the whole app. That was the whole app. That was it. The beer app. Yep. Then there was the actually good app, the bubble wrap app. That's a good one. There's the actual good app of moving the wooden puzzle pieces around to like solve the puzzle. $1 million app that had literally nothing on it. Giovanni and his wife Astrid. To hear you talk about them, they were basically your adoptive grandparents. And the stories that would come out of their mouths. The cheating, the lies, the heartbreak. All those headaches. Can you imagine what Giovanni put Astrid through? Ah! But she was right at his side at the end. Oh. Even if she had moved on. Even if she had found someone else. He was her one and only Gio. Forever. They both knew that they only had each other in the end. That's how I want to go out, sis. Holding the hand of the one I adore. I think I need a refill. Maybe stretch my legs a bit. I'll be back in a minute. Don't you go anywhere. Was this the time of Temple Run? Temple Run was probably, 3 or 4 years after that, but, I mean, we'll come back and get Bob in the morning. But absolutely. Temple Run was wild. I sucked at Temple Run. Or I guess I could get Bob. I mean, the whole city's awake right now. I guess I could get Bob. This game makes my face leak. This game's so good. I'm trying to think how to say this, too. This game is just such a, like... How do I phrase this? Maybe tomorrow you could make your short stream a Temple Run stream. Temple Run's the OG Subway Surfer. I sucked at Temple Run, though. You guys don't want to watch a bad person play Temple Run. I'm sure. Hi, Shadow Morlock. I tried this game when it was on Game Pass. I still have Temple Run on my phone? No way. What games don't you suck at? Yo, I'm legendary at NASCAR. I'm pretty good at Fortnite these days, too. So, fuck off. He says that like it's a thing to be proud of. The thing I was thinking about with this game is just how, like, in so many ways, it's not flashy. It has a little bit of a, like, flashy or, like, how else would I phrase it? The game is just so, like, consistently, humbly good. I don't know. That's just what I really value about it. See ya. Is one of you guys Bob? Hello, friend. I need to meet Bob. I've got 2 pennies in my pocket. I can't reach them. They're stuck down there. I can hear them having fun, crushing together. I can hear you, you copper deviants. Quiet. Do you hear them? What do you think they're saying? Maybe they're laughing at my shirt. I like this shirt. I need some peace and quiet. I don't want my money talking down to me. I've been tired all my life. I don't want to leave this house. Relatable. You're great at Tetris Simulator? Tarkov? I was actually pretty bad at Tarkov. That's not true. Maybe? I don't know. Oh, Bob! Oh my god. Oh my god. I just skipped through it, but this person isn't selling lemonade anymore. They're selling tomato juice. Sure, I'll do your tomato juice company. Hi, Evo. How's it going? Is one of you fuckers Bob? It's gonna be the morning before I even get to talk with Bob. Right? Bob, where the hell are you? Going pretty good. Headed down to get some lunch. Nice. Nice. How'd your midterm go yesterday? Well. Finally. No, I won't bow before you. I know who you are, and although I respect your reputation, I am Elperid. We found him. Ranger of the 7th Moon. And Rangers of the 7th Moon bow to no one. As the leader of the glorious Silver Company, I will uphold once again the Crusader's mantle. Some preparations need to be made, and then, yes, I will ride my noble steed and regroup with you all. Go, reunite the Fellowship, for the time has come, and adventure cometh once more. Oh, Gandalf, I wish it hadn't happened in my time. I was writing the 94 names on the poster. It took me a second, Evo. Yeah, like probably around 20 minutes, yeah. But we got them all on there. Thanks for keeping track of all the names. We've been sitting here talking about old phones and iPhones and tactile buttons. I will say, one thing I don't miss in terms of old technology, CD players were whack, right? Like, CD player, like, especially, like, the ones, you know, not like a stationary CD player, but, like, the CD player I would take on the bus every day and listen to my my mix CD that my friend made me with Colt 45 on it, and I would memorize all the words to Colt 45 so that I knew all of the curse words. I don't miss CD players. Every time we'd hit a bump on the old bus, the disc would skip. Remember when they tried claiming they were pocket-sized for who? People wearing Jinko? Is that how you say that, Jinko? You get a no-skip CD player, and it would still skip constantly. It would still fucking skip constantly. Okay, we're going for Gray Mist. And we're asking people about their the play. Elena, what did you think of Stanley's play? Don't tell that child, but he's not ready for the limelight. That's why I don't teach children. They whine and scream and think they're good at things. Which they are not. But telling them would be devastating, so I just don't interact with them. What's up, Elena? Student, I have another teaching for you, and you're tough enough to not be broken. You know what I'm loving about Elena? Okay, I'm coming around. I'm coming around. Here's the thing I like about Elena. Not as a person, but as a construct that the game is making me interact with. I don't know how we got here, but I know so many people whose main philosophy of life tends to be the thing that they want to pass on to all other people is that life is tough, but if you're strong enough, you can endure it. And I think there's like a truth in there. Life is fucking tough. Enduring it in some ways, that might be one of the ways that you make meaning in the world. I don't think it's the only one. But Elena is like the person who's made that their whole personality. And sometimes people have great reasons for making that their personality. I don't know that I know Elena's reason for making that her personality. The headphones that would only work if bent at a certain angle. Oh my god. Does Skull Candy still make earpods, by the way? Earbuds? Anyone else fix a cassette with a pencil? They still do? Are they good? Are they still as bad as they were? This feels like a Geese moment because the earliest portable music player I ever had was an MP3. What kind of MP3, Evo? I need you to take me to the Everdoor. You are equipped to do so now. We don't need to say more until we get there. Elena, are you aware? Here's my hot take about Elena's, like the thing, people like Elena. Half of the reason life is so hard and needs enduring so badly, and if you train hard enough, you can endure it so well. Half of the reason it's so hard in the first place, Elena, is because you're making it harder on yourself. We don't need to say more until we get there. Sure, but what if we did? What if we shared for a moment a connection about how we're both struggling, or about what we both find delightful or hard, or what we are afraid of, or what if in some small way we were vulnerable with each other? It's like playing hard mode on everything, Jab. You said it so well. We don't need to say more until we get there. Why would I decorate my house? Should I decorate our house anyways? I kind of want to. Peace. Quiet. That is good practice. It starts now. It's good practice for death? I never really felt useful teaching the gifted ones, nor did I take pleasure in breaking the spirits of the weak ones. Seeing them just struggle, not knowing why these challenges were forced upon them. They did this to themselves. They had to be there in class. They had one task, to listen. They were barely able to do that, and I loved every second of it. Because through hardship, they would learn. Learn how to survive. Learn how to be better. Learn how to stop being burdens and become leaders. You're currently starving? We'll take some health food. Do not touch me. I didn't even mean to click on that. I didn't even mean to click on it, and I give you a -3. I'm gonna upgrade your entire fucking house. Fuck you. I'm doing it. Elena, I'm doing this because I love you. And if you don't want it, that's okay. You don't have to live in it for much longer at all. I'm gonna upgrade your house. I'm doing it. Pine planks. And 2 rose gold sheets. Fuck off. We're doing it. We're doing it. It might be the first mistake I make in this game. I mean, I've probably made plenty of mistakes, but we're doing it. I need pine planks. We're going to need more of those. I'm going to need 2 rose gold sheets, which are over here. Remember the adapters you had to use in old cars to use your MP3, the dummy cassette with the aux cord? Siege, I also had those. My first car had that. Incredible. The dummy cassette to do an aux cord was honestly an ingenious invention. I still don't understand how it works. You plug a dummy cassette and somehow it plays music from your iPod? It felt like we were crossing a span of technology that was like a century instead of just a couple of years, but still. Is this tough love? Maybe I'm doing tough love, K-Bell. I love that idea. My first car had a 6-disc CD player in the trunk. So you're telling me to change the CD? You had to park the car, pull over? I mean, like, to load a new CD in, I mean, of course, you could skip between the 6 CDs. You had to pull your car over, park, get in. That's why it held 6, yeah? Okay, we need a bunch of pine. I don't even know if we have the wood for this. Elena, you're not going until I upgrade your fucking house. Is it over here? I don't ever remember. Right here. How much pine do I have? 47? Oh, we got plenty. Yeah, my first car, I had actual cassettes in. Cassettes that came with the car when I got the car. The car came from, it was a 92 Buick LeSabre. Came from my great aunt who had dementia. She stopped driving. They took her car away because she drove it to the salon. She bought the car new in 1992 or 3. She drove the car to the salon every year for 20 years. Once a week. That's all she did. She had dementia. One time going to the salon at like 85 years old, 89 years old. She tried to park the car in the garage. She pulled in. Something wasn't right. She backed out. She pulled in. Things kept not being right. And it turns out what wasn't right was that the entire passenger side of the car was hitting the side of the garage. So she like ruined the garage wall a little bit there. Ruined the side of the car. We bought it for cheap because it had a whole ruined side. That car had 32,000 miles on it. It was 20 years old, had 32,000 miles on it. Sorry, it was probably 17 years old at that point. It was incredible. It drove so well, minus the passenger side. It came with cassettes in it. And then I got a couple other cassettes from like my dad and my mom. That like their old cassettes from like some classic rock stuff. And that's what I listened to for the first probably 6 months I drove the car. And then I got one of those aux things for Christmas. All right, Elena. Elena's cubicle is going to have some picture frames and an abat-jour and a plant. And I got a Steam achievement for fully improving your cubicle. So at the very least, it wasn't all wasted. Elena, talk to me. What's good? Talk to me. I just got rid of my 98 RAV4 about a year ago. Incredible, Julia. What? How? Ugh. Is Elena in the house? You won't talk to me right now? Also, your house is not improved. Like, your mood is not improved because of the house. It wasn't a cakewalk for the gifted ones either. They had their own challenges. They were just open to the test. They were rewarded handsomely for their dedication. The weak ones, as much as the gifted ones, had a monster to tame. That monster was me. I am the enemy they would remember. Who was it who just wrote the comment? Cheese mood. I had teachers like Elena, and I learned nothing except to endure them. I am the enemy they would remember. I am the dragon they would have to slay, with hard work and complete dedication, or they could whine and quit, and be out of my sight forever. Oh, Elena. We need to ask Buck what Buck thought of Stanley's play. Mm-mm.
Commander, that was a bit boring. No wizards, no dragons, no traps, no elves. Not for me, sorry. But that child has guts and imagination.
Buck's story is imagination, I'm telling you.
He will no doubt be a great dungeon master in a few years.
I don't know that he's going to get a couple years, unfortunately, Buck.
Commander, this is utterly fantastic. The Silver Company has answered the call once again. We will soon traipse once more on the Elysium fields of adventure. May the 11 stars bless your heart, Commander. You truly have been an indomitable herald of bravery. Our next step will lead us to a shifty tavern. You meet in a tavern. The Naked Mole Bear Inn, nested in the frozen mists of the white hamlet of Nordweiler. But before our appearance at the mysterious premises, there is a little something we should accomplish, Commander. I certainly am entertaining the concept of sustenance. Yeah, we can't come empty-handed. That would not be a good idea. We need snacks for our D&D. Okay, look. We should bring some munchies. Otherwise, everyone will be miserable. Let's say popcorn? A corn dog would be nice, too. Oh, and for dessert, we should have some toffee. That should do it. All right, where was I already? Yeah. This undertaking might very well be below your level, Commander. But it shall be a well-earned respite in our quest for justice and glory. Onward!
Buck would be a little indigestion viewer. Of everybody on this whole goddamn ship, Buck is the most indigestion viewer. For sure. And Buck is my favorite, so... I don't know about actual favorite, but, you know. Where should we go here? We could go back to Overbrook. Probably makes sense, honestly. Let's go there. Some people really feel the need to teach others the consequences of their own struggles, and it's kind of sad. It is sad. I also, like, I get it. Like, if we're going to read Elena as generously as possible, which is something that I would love to do, right? Let's read, you know. Sorry, the dogs are barking. Let's read Elena as generously as possible, and maybe things will change here in the future. I get the desire to teach others the thing that has set you free. And I think that's how I would read Elena's hard-ass master of my own fate. Like, one way to read Elena would be hard-ass master of my own fate. Life will suck. Life does suck. And the best thing you can do for yourself and for life is to get very good at sitting through the suck and enduring it. And I get, like, to me, the way I would read it, and I've been there, is like that lesson, that the hard lesson that you can learn that not maybe everyone learns, of like, of sort of being the master of your own fate, and like, how would I phrase it? Like, of like stealing yourself through hard times and coming out stronger the other side. That's something. I don't know that everyone needs to learn it, and I really don't know that the way to teach it is to be a hard ass to people. That's the part that really gets me. To me, specifically, as a person who has spent a lot of time in a sport, which is very much like the whole lesson of cross country and track is like, take the pain. Take the pain. Period. It's like there's no like real high level strategy involved. Like, training is basically the same with minor differences at the level of like youth cross country and up to level, up to now I'm a 30 1-year-old training for ultramarathons, like the lesson is pretty much the same. But the older I get, the less sure I feel that I could even teach a person, even if I wanted to. And I want to teach that lesson a little bit less. Like now I coach cross country, and it is cool to see kids struggle for the first time with like running hard sucks, and it's painful, and it's easy to kind of phone it in or back off of the accelerator and kind of coast in. But I don't know that the way to it is like being a hard ass or like or I really don't know about that part. Anyways, now I'm fully rambling. Apologies for rambling. Yeah. Let's talk to Stanley. Buck is my favorite voice, and I think Stanley's probably your least favorite voice.
Really?
Sorry.
Girly? Really? Really? They all said they liked it? Really, really liked it? Are you sure, Big Hat? I don't know. I'm just not convinced. I can see it on your face. They told you they liked it, but it was not good. It was terrible, and I didn't do it right. I know it, even if you try to hide it. I just can't do nothing right. I will never make another play. I hate it. Aww. Stanley, no. One of my favorite reviews on the play was Bruce and Mickey. They were the sweetest ones, which wasn't expected. Oh my god, thank you, Willow, for reminding me that I wanted to find a comment. Next time I streamed Spiritfarer, I wanted to find a comment on YouTube and read it to you guys because I loved it so much. Let me scroll for just a second and try and find it. And I'll give credit to the person as well. It's from Moon Kissed Hips. I may be interpreting it differently than intended, but Bruce is actually one of my favorite spirits because I read this comment the other day and it changed completely how I feel about Bruce and Mickey. Or at least it really complicated things for me in a fantastic way. And I feel like I would be doing a disservice to the game and you guys watching it to not read this comment out loud to you because I think it's that good. I may be interpreting it differently than intended, but Bruce is actually one of my favorite spirits because after his goodbye, I retroactively viewed it as only being Bruce the entire time. Bruce and Mickey, Hummingbird and Bull. Mickey never speaks. Bruce is the entire voice. For those of you who don't remember, he says, "In truth, my brother left a long time ago," which I heard, and I like to think that Mickey left no unfinished business and never became a spirit like the others. Bruce, on the other hand, has such a dependency on his brother that he couldn't let go, even in death, insisting that the house had to be extravagant because it's what he believed his brother deserved. He wanted to give his brother the world, making you start over on the final jobs multiple times because he felt it wasn't good enough for Mickey. Even his character model, which is a little bird carrying such a heavy load, the weight of his own grief. It's so bittersweet. That's so good. Shout out to Moonkissed Hips for the incredible comment. And I'm kicking myself for not seeing it when I played. Like when I was in the moment with Bruce and Mickey. Absolutely kicking myself. Isn't that well put? Goosebumps, I never thought of it that way. Shout out to Moonkissed Hips. If you're watching this right now, thank you so much for that comment. Comments like that, I'm gonna cry just thinking about it. That's the good shit right there. Now I am crying. Ah, shit. I gotta go get a thing to clear my glasses. 1 second. That's the good shit. Can't be walking around with dirty glasses.
I know some of you heathens in the chat don't mind dirty glasses, but hi Cypher, how's it going? Hello, hello. I know some of you guys were born in barns and like to leave the front door open when you leave the house, and you don't mind dirty glasses, but not me. Dirty glasses builds character. All right, Elena. All right. What are we doing? Oh yeah, Bruce and Mickey are kind to Stanley about the play, which is really funny. That's really